Kaiju fans, welcome back to the Kaiju World Order. I am MM, and this is yet another recap of the news of Kaiju merchandise. And I think the big headline this week is obviously Monster Arts Legion going up for pre-order. $560 on Big Bad. Oh, I'm sorry, $559.99 on Big Bad. Long story short, you are not getting this figure stateside for less than $500. It ain't gonna happen. I like Monster Arts. I know it's very popular to dog and hate on Monster Arts, and yeah, there's a good handful of misses, but normally Monster Arts does deliver a decent product. Not all the time, but about 70% of the time, I'd say. But I'm trying to wrap my head around this whole thing and why this thing could be that much. And why would they even include the flying form stuff? Like, this is the first time I'm ever gonna bitch about accessories. I don't think anybody is gonna pose this figure in its flying form. I just don't. It looks overly complicated with all the stands. It looks ugly as hell. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe everybody's gonna go nuts over it. I don't think so. $550. Now, for people out there like myself who aren't living with mommy and daddy and have a steady job but still have to pay bills and are juggling our hobby on top of everything else, $550 is a very, very, very hard pill to swallow. I've seen a lot of reactions. I've seen some people trying to cope, and I've seen some comments which I'm really, really hoping that are trying to be trolls. Because if you're going to tell people to just shut up and you're just mad you can't afford this, I'm willing to bet money on the table that you literally live with your mom and dad and don't have to pay any bills. You can prove me wrong, but I highly doubt I am. 550, man. There was a part of me that kind of wanted Legion, just like there was a part of me that kind of wanted Iris, but not for this. Like, it's more expensive than the X Plus Legion. So I'll just stick around with my Revel Tech that I have on my shelf, with my Bandai Legions and whatever else I might be able to scrounge around in the future. But Monster Arts Legion, man, $550. Fuck off. Then on the opposite spectrum of articulated figures, fresh from Haya, comes a brand new King Ghidorah 2019. This version 2 cost a bit more than version 1 and the repaint they did not too long ago. But besides some updated neck articulation, I do not see anything really new with it. The increase of price isn't too much. That could just be chalked up to inflation or anything, really. The figure doesn't have any new gimmicks. Just looks like updated neck articulation. I will be skipping it. I got the bright gold version a little bit ago, so cool for people that don't have it. Meh for people I think that do have it. Just where's Mechagodzilla and Scar King and even Male Muto? All right, those are the three big ones that we need. I've seen people stop bitching about the Skila, but come on, we don't need another Ghidorah though. Like, come on. Then for something completely out of left field comes a new crossover promotion between Godzilla and Digimon. I am not a Digimon fan. I do not know anything about Digimon. I just know it was a competitor to Pokemon back in the days, and it's had its ups and downs, and it still has its fans here and there. But honestly, I didn't even realize Digimon was still going strong enough to have crossovers. And the crossover they're doing here is much like the Godzilla and Evangelion crossovers, where it's just like a fusion between Godzilla and whatever Digimon. I think it's Metal Greymon or something. I don't know. I won't be getting them. but at least not the main one. There appears to be 3 of them coming out, and one of them looks like a skeleton Godzilla. And again, I have no idea how that factors into Digimon, but it looks really, really cool. And while we're on X Plus, the X Plus just announced a Toho Large Monster Series Fake Godzilla, which is going to be 23 centimeters tall. You can actually pre-order it right now on the North American website. It's $179.99. So again, it's an X Plus figure. You know you're going to be paying a pretty penny. Not as bad as the Monster Arts Legion, but still a pill that's hard to swallow. Just do keep in mind, if you do buy it from North American X Plus, the owner or whatever is directly linked to Summit Kaiju. So, and I'm trying not to support them, and I'm gonna try and dig around to see if I order this from the North American X Plus, is it gonna go into his pockets at all? If it does, I will not be. I'll just get it from Japan straight up. Over at Titanic Creations, their teal repaint of their exclusive Gorgo will be going up for sale here very shortly. This figure will come, of course, with Mama Gorgo and then also the infant. As I've said on the actual Discord of theirs, I do wish the eyes were red. I think it would pop a bit more. But I also feel if you missed out on the very first Gorgo like I did, and you didn't care for the brighter green Gorgo that was based on the colors of the comic, then this one might be more for you. I know I already have plans for it on a shelf where it's going to be fighting the other Titanic Creations Kaiju that they did, Pulgasari and Young Gary. And I'm very, very excited to see more of what they got. Alright, and the last thing I think that's really a topic to be talked about here is the upcoming Monogram Godzilla bag clip waves. There are 2 of them coming out. The first being a Godzilla vs. Power Rangers wave. This will have all the main Rangers in their Kaiju armor. So you have your Red Rodan, Pink Mothra, Green Godzilla, Black King Caesar, Blue Anguirus, and Yellow Baragon. But then you also get their Zords, along with the Green Dragon Zord Godzilla version. Now, there's still a lot they could do with more of these. I'm hoping we get more bag clips of these next year. I hope we get more of the crossover in general, because you can still do the Psycho Rangers in their Kaiju forms. You can still do the Kaiju Megazord. And I think there might have even been an original monster or 2 in that crossover. I might be wrong. It's been a while since I've read through it. But either way, I want more merchandise for this crossover. I mean, if Digimon can get a figure, come on X Plus, give us a green Godzilla Ranger. Alright, please. And then the other wave we'll be getting is a classic Wave 7, which fills in the gaps for what's been missing prior. So we got Kaiser Ghidorah here finally. We got the Gargantuas. There's a Shockerus. We got another Godzilla versus... Actually, no, I'm sorry. It's a Terra Mechagodzilla poster. That was a brain fart. Along with a Marvel Godzilla one and Ghazorah. And Ghazorah is pretty cool because that means we should be getting Ganymedes and Kamoibas in Wave 8. And with them doing non-Godzilla movie Toho Kaiju, maybe we'll also see, Maguma and Dagora, Matango, and everybody else. And then, just Bagan, man. We got Bagan at a Monogram Chase figure now, too. Appears to be based on one of the specific designs of the concept art that was also based on, or not based on, but the Super Godzilla video game had this manual. At least I believe so. But with that all said, alright, I think that covers everything really newsworthy from the merchandise perspective of everything going on in this fandom, franchise, whatever. If I forgot something, let me know. Please like and subscribe, and until next time, Kaiju fans, peace out.